Well, good morning, and here we go with another Sales Energizer tip of the day. All right, so I'm a little late this morning, so I had to stop and get fuel, and I was reminded of a story. Now, this is old family folklore, which I hope is true, but I do have my suspicions. Though I did see an article in a newspaper article, but it was in French, so I'm not quite sure what it said. But apparently, my dad was on a bit of an airplane accident years and years ago. It was on a 707, and it was a flight from France to JFK. And back then was early on, and when flight travel was a novelty. And back then, what happened is a pilot would go ahead and meet all the passengers. So this particular pilot went on, jumped up an extra 2,000 feet and put it on autopilot, and then went back to start talking to the passengers and hanging out and all that stuff. And something happened in the cockpit. I don't know if there was a co-pilot, what happened, but they started diving into the ocean. And so people were being thrown around the cabin and all that stuff. And somehow the pilot got back and it was pulled out and everything was fine. Though my dad did get a $50 gift certificate when he got the JFK. So we got that going on. But turns out that the reason why it wasn't a fiery crash or maybe into the depths of the ocean is because of the extra 2,000 feet that the pilot decided to go up before he put it into autopilot. And so how does that affect you? Well, that little bit of extra, that little leeway, that little airspace, we all need. I had a little airspace in my car to get the gas. Think how much stress that saves when you pretend that a quarter tank is out of gas. Think how much stress that just relieves from your life to know that if the unthinkable happens and you leave your wallet at home and you can't get fuel, you're not gonna, just be on the side of the road. And what that means in your sales life and in your business life is if you have a proposal, if you have a project that you have to do, get it done early. Get it done 5 days early. Deliver it 5 days early and ask the person, hey, are we on the right track here? And when they give you their advice on what's the right track, they've bought into your solution. It's like a guaranteed win. Always being early, always having that airspace gives you an advantage ever. If you're ever getting on a Zoom call, be the first one on the Zoom call. What could be an easier advantage to get? 5 minutes early, and all of a sudden you're there. It's the whole Vince Lombardi thing. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you practice that, just have that extra leeway, everything's easier, life is less stressful, and you'll put more money in your back pocket. You do that today, and everything's fine, because you're the best. I'm still the Deej. It's a Thursday, baby. Let's go get 'em.